Hello everybody, it is March 1st, it is Friday, and the weekend has finally arrived and it's the greatest feeling. Actually not really, that was totally lying. Currently I'm reading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. You can see that this is a used book because I can't take the sticker off without ruining the cover. So therefore I just let the sticker on. I'm trying to get to page 81 before I actually go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now, so not doing so hot. I just watched the movie Fargo with some friends, Mackenzie, Maddie, and Melanie, and then I just watched like 3 episodes of Gossip Girl with Mackenzie. Things are getting heated with that, and it's super interesting. I'm a Gossip Girl fan. Today, I went and had dinner at Noodles Company down the street on campus, and it was literally the most amazing thing I feel like my mouth has tasted in a long time. I had barbecue pork, macaroni and cheese. Just picture that. Barbecue pork, macaroni and cheese. It's literally, it was mind-boggling. Oh my god, I was so full afterwards, but I was just like, I really want some more. I had a huge bowl. I put a picture of it on Instagram, so you can check me out. My Instagram is HarborTheBeast, which is the same as my Twitter handle. Not that that's important. Speaking of Twitter, this morning, between the time that I got up at like 9:15, the time I got back from class at like 11:30, I think, I received new follows from... Hold that up. Awkward interruption. So, I just watched some people run down the hallway and take name tags off of the doors. And they're all on the CEA store now, which is very interesting. College is a very weird experience. This morning, from the time that I woke up at like 9:15, from the time I got back to my dorm at like 11:30, I acquired about like 5 to 9-ish, you know, it's kind of a big gap. 5 to 9 new followers on Twitter, and they're all like team follow back people, and you know, like those quotes you see on Facebook feeds where it's just like, if you love your girl, then you should do A, B, and C, or real men do A, B, C. Like, the people in those backgrounds, that's basically what they look like. I'm not stereotyping, I'm not judging, but I'm really confused as to why they're following me on Twitter right now. My tweets are not for that audience, I am fairly sure. I have a lot of neurotic tweets. Basically, what I tweet about is geared at neurotic 12-year-old girls who don't have boyfriends and lots of emotions. that's who my tweeting audience is. But now these people are following me and I don't know why. But KrishnaTheKumar is following me on Twitter now. Oh my gosh. I mentioned in the description of my video last night that I did a Google Hangout with KrishnaTheKumar and like 5 other people that watch him also, and it was literally the coolest thing. Granted, it was like an hour at like 2 a.m. this morning, but it was super fun. They talked to Krishna, and there's this guy, Jadarian, that's his name, Jadarian. He was cool. There's this guy named Nolan was there. There's this guy Tom from Australia, and there was, I don't know what his name was. There's this guy Chopsticks and Forks. That was like his screen name. And then the other guy, I don't know what his name was, but he was from Australia also. And he had Pokemon figurines as his background, so he was obviously cool. But it was just really cool, and I think apparently it was recorded and then live streaming to his channel, so it might be a video on his channel. So my face actually is similar to this because I had this beanie on yesterday because I was doing my hobo chic thing, is on his channel. That's ridiculous. That's mind-boggling. But he's following me on Twitter now, and he favorited like a tweet of mine. Like, I think he favorited like 2 tweets of mine. I'm so famous. You guys. Back to real life, which is considerably less exciting. I went out to eat. We went to the Tea Garden, which is a restaurant that's near campus. Actually, it's not even a restaurant, it's just like a drink joint. They got interesting drinks. I almost killed myself with a brain freeze from drinking the rest of somebody else's drink, and like my head felt like it was going to explode, and like my heart was like, ugh. So I was literally in the restaurant like for like 5 minutes. It was the worst experience ever. But I was so awake after that, like, it was not even funny. Overall, I would say today has been a very good day. I'm generally pleased with myself. I even started doing my homework. I tried to do research for my Tumblr thing and it didn't happen. I submitted a poem to Sprung Formal, which is a Kansas City... It's a Kansas City University? I don't actually know if that's a thing. It's a publication based out of Kansas City, I assume. Because it had the word Kansas City in it somewhere. But I submitted a poem called We Just Go, to the Sprung Formal, in Kansas City, and I'm hoping to hear something back from them. It'd be really cool if they would publish it, because that means that this poem was decent enough to be published, like, countrywide. Internationally, that's the word that I meant to use. I'm an English major, I should know these words. But it means that the poem is good enough to be recognized internationally, and other people will be reading this poem, and it's cool, because my name will be on it. Nobody will know who I am, but that's beside the point. I had a little breakdown today, and not really a breakdown per se, but sometimes it gets stuck up here, and I consider myself a sufficiently neurotic and paranoid person, especially nowadays. I feel like back in high school, yes, I was neurotic and paranoid, but it was on a different level. College has just helped me achieve a whole nother level of neuroticism. I'm just going to continually outdo myself, because this is never going to stop. I can guarantee it's never going to stop. Well, I can't guarantee that, but I'm like 97% sure this is permanent. Basically, future, scary, blah blah blah, can't make money being a writer because that's a subjective field. Basically, if people don't like your shit, they're not gonna buy your shit or want to read your shit, so you're just wasting your time writing shit that nobody wants to read. Ooh, that happened. I'm feeling much better now. Barbecue pork macaroni and cheese surely helped a lot. Submitting that to the publication kind of made me feel a little bit better about things. Not that I really think it's going to get published, and obviously as a poet / writer of anything at all, you kind of have to be aware of that and be willing to deal with that, because there's going to be a lot of rejection, especially in this kind of field when it's very subjective, as I said before. So, I want to continue and I want to submit to more things, and it's just a matter of finding things that are fit to me. Like, the restriction for this submission was like it had to be like no more than 25 lines. That was really hard to find in my collection of poems that I have, because everything's like 33 lines. I tend to write in like 5-stanza form, and then sometimes when I stray from that, it's just like individual lines that are kind of dispersed in between that. It's really weird. I picked one. I could have submitted 4 to 6, but I picked one that I shared with my class before that I'm actually really proud of. I like it a lot, so I picked that and I submitted it, and hopefully hear something back from that. I need to do another submission by April 10th, so plenty of opportunities. And of course, after this, I want to continue to do this because it's a thing. I've got a friend who's published in one of the magazines on campus, and I want to try and do that again because I submitted stuff to them like twice before, I think, and it was not accepted either time. No big deal. They hate me. Whatever. I'm not bitter. But yeah, basically, I had a little neurotic breakdown about that today, and I came back from that eventually. It helps to have friends to talk things out with. I'm very appreciative of them dealing with me. I'm like 21, they're 18, they're freshmen, I'm a junior. Not that the difference really matters that much, but I always feel kind of weird having to broach my issues and bring up things about other things to the younger generation. Even though I'm not that much older than them, I do feel super old a lot of the time. So it's just me and my brain. But I think that basically wraps up the day I've had. So the day I've had today, it was very pleasing, and even though it was cold as crap outside, going to Noodles Company and Tea Garden, very enjoyable altogether. I'm very pleased with today, and I'm going to go to bed and read these last 20 pages of the first third of this book. And then I'm going to go to bed and wake up and wear this penguin onesie to fucking brunch tomorrow. I'm gonna rock it. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be the coolest 21-year-old in the dining hall tomorrow. Hands down. I hope they have French toast, because that would just make life. That would just make life. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. If you've been here, thank you very much. I appreciate you and the time you take to watch the crap that I'm spewing at you. You're beautiful. I will be here tomorrow. Bye.